Yeah, it's going on. Coalport Carl talk to you this week live from, right here where I do this, really. It's an undisclosed location. I never really felt the need to talk too much about where it is, really. It's just undisclosed. Probably nobody too secret's ever really wanted to be here too much, but the fact of the matter is, there's been some people here to my little domain, really. But, certain people I wouldn't let in. You probably noticed whenever they did that thing on me in the Altoona Mirror, she wanted to do it from where I do videos. They wanted to get the pictures of me in this little realm right here. I'd bring them into the inner sanctum. I didn't allow them to do that. Anyway, last couple things this week. First of all, I want to talk about fall. I talked about fall being here last week. Talk about something different topic on fall this week. Something kind of irritates me. Start to see a lot of people outside with rakes and leaf blowers, bringing all the leaves into piles and lighting them up, or bagging them, setting them out the street. I don't quite understand the point of all that gathering up leaves kind of thing. Let me tell you a story about leaves the way I see it, and you can tell me if I'm wrong or whatever. I get leaves in my yard every year, giant piles of them. They blow up. Sometimes they're a foot deep laying in places, you know what I mean? They're laying all around. I don't rake a single thing. I don't blow nothing. I don't move nothing. I don't even kick them when I walk. I just step through them. That's what I do. Now, the point I'm trying to make is whenever spring gets here next year and I go out in my yard, you know how many of those leaves are there? None of them. They're not there. So they leave. They take themselves out. They don't stick around really. So I don't see any point doing all that work trying to get them all cleaned up. I understand why people get so stressed about it. Going over at Lowe's buying those bags, those leaf bags, and bagging them up, setting them out, or loading them up in your truck, hauling them up there at the top of the black snake and hauling them back in there where they mulch them. Let them go, man. People worry so much about stuff you don't have to worry about. That's kind of the topic I'm getting at. Leaves is just one thing about it. I see people all the time stressing about things that don't really need to be stressed about. I mean, if I got the Pedelec coming here to cut my power, I get stressed about that because I ain't got the money to pay the bill. That happens to people every day in this economy. I know it does. It's a sad state of affairs. But that's sort of something that makes sense to worry about. But if you got leaves piled up out in your yard, you got to worry about going out in the garage and getting your blower out. Or poor people don't even have a blower out there with a rake. Old ladies, practically having heart attacks. Excuse me. Out there trying to rake up leaves and put them in bags when they're going to take care of themselves in a couple months. Snow's going to fall on top of them. You ain't going to see them shortly. And then once the snow falls on them, one of a couple things is going to happen. Or you're going to rot under there, or you're going to shovel up the snow and they're going to get tossed out in the snow, and you do, and it melts and just decompose or whatever they do. Or when spring comes, you get the spring breezes rolling in and everything, and they just blow on out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly where they go. I'm making up theories here, but the fact of the matter is they go somewhere. They're not here in the spring whenever it comes around. They go away. Don't sweat the small stuff, folks. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Don't worry about it. Don't make no sense for it at the end of the day. I don't get it. Don't be out there raking leaves if you're old and you're tired and so on. Sit down on a chair and relax. Watch the leaves just lay there. Enjoy the pretty foliage. That's all I do. Just enjoy the foliage. That's the thing. Fall foliage is the thing you should not stress over, but you should enjoy, really. And that's the thing about it. So the lesson here isn't really about leaves so much. It's about stop stressing every day and just live your life, my friend. Everything's not a worry, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, my old man would say, even about the electric bill I was talking about earlier. Don't worry about that. The only thing worrying does is make you look older. It doesn't do anything to change the situation. Mellow out and relax, my friend. Have a cold beer. Watch some of that debate last night. I almost said I watched the debate. Well, that would have taken more of a man than I am, because I'm going to tell you what, that was long and boring. Oh, man. I don't know what they're even talking about. That ain't no debate. You want to talk about debate? Let's go sit down at the bar, man to man. Let's talk about what we don't like about the way the price of hunting license is going up. Or let's talk about why we don't like what it costs to go fish for trout anymore. That's a debate we can have, my friend. You want to talk about debate about creating jobs? We can create jobs. You want to create a job, come to Coalport. There ain't been a job in Coalport out in a minute, Martin Lewis, for 35 years. There ain't no industry. There ain't no industry around here. What job? People talking about this guy didn't do this and this guy did this, but if we elect this guy, he's going to make sure he does this. Give me a break. You take back all the presidents you've ever had for the last 35 years, ain't none of them ever done nothing, really. My situation ain't changed. I've been alive through a lot of different presidents. I remember when Reagan was president. My family wasn't doing any good then. Now you go through Reagan, then you go through the Bush, and then you go through the Clinton, and then the Bush, and then the Bush, and I don't even know who they all are anymore. Fact of the matter is, nothing's been any better for me either way. I don't care who's president. You know what I care about? Who's hiring? That's what I care about. And I don't want to hear about tax this, and they tax the cut, and they cut. Here's the thing I'm trying to say to you guys. Common man, guys like me, guys who work for a living, we don't even know what you're talking about, man. We don't even know what you're talking about. You live in a different world than we do, my friend. You live in a world where you don't have to come up with $35 to try to keep propane in behind the stove or keep it burning up. You don't even know what propane is, probably. You've probably never seen it. You want to talk to me on a level you talk to me, then you decide you're going to take 6 months and you're going to earn what I earn, and you're going to live on what you earn, and that's all you got, my friend. That's all you got. Then once you do that, then you can talk to me about you understand my plight, friend. You don't understand my plight. Sometimes I don't know where my next beer's coming from. And that, back to the previous subject, is something to worry about, my friend. You get me a president on there, a candidate's going to talk about, he's going to bring down the price of beer, and he's going to legalize smoke, and he's going to do some things that really matter to the American people. That's probably who I'm going to vote for. I don't want to hear your jargon. I don't want to hear your jargon. Because you know why? Even when I hear it, I don't understand it. And people will stand up to bar all the time, talk about they know this, and they know this, and let's save coal, and let's use clean coal, and let's power it up with wind. Friend, I'm going to tell you something. They don't understand it either. They're standing up to bar talking nonsense. Working men don't know nothing about politics. Working men know about working and keeping their family going. That's what they know about. And that's what we do here every day in Coalport, one way or the other. So don't talk to me about the debate and who won it. You want to know who going to win the debate? Person who says they ain't having no more. There's your win. That way we don't have to sit through any more of that nonsense. Seriously. There's a couple people I'm supporting this year, politically speaking. I've made it clear about who they are on the Facebook. And that's the way I feel about it. And it's because I've spoken to those people man to man about things that I understand and I'm concerned about. And they've told me the solutions that they have for those things. And that means something to me. Other than that, I don't hear nonsense. That's all I really got to say this week. Hope everybody's hanging in. Shirts will be in this week. I'm going to start getting a hold of you donkeys and figure out getting them distributed and so on. Thank you all for your support and everything you do. Drink a couple beers and don't worry about the debate. Figure out how you're going to keep your family and let them leave lay, my friends. Later.